Okay. Happy Sunday night and welcome back to another art live stream here. So tonight, I don't have anything major planned, just going to maybe play around here in Procreate and draw some Halloween stuff just for the heck of it. And before I get into that though, we'll do some updates. So next Saturday, October 25th. I'm not getting my, where's my calendar thing? Come on. Oh boy. Yes, 25th. Okay, so next, let's see if maybe I can grab a quick image here. Next Saturday, October 25th, Stephanie and I will be vending at an event here in Lansing. It is the Nightmare Off Elm Street event. Let's see if I can just find a image here real quick. There we go. Let's download that, save image. Sure. I'll throw this up here real quick. Good thing, let's see. Good thing OBS makes this very easy to do, which is great. To kind of quickly throw things up on screen. And I've learned that you can make it not pop up right away, so you can at least kind of resize it before you throw things up live. Okay, so let's try that, see how that looks. Okay, so there we go. So next Saturday, next Saturday, Steph and I are selling at a Nightmare Off Elm Street. It is in Lansing Historic Rio Town. Family affair from 1 to 5 p.m. That's when Steph and I will be selling, is from 1 to 5 p.m. in the Rio Town Marketplace, which I realize it doesn't say that on this, but I'll post a link to the Facebook event here in the chat. Give me 1 second. Or, no, even better. Nope, I don't want that. Hang on. I know there's a Facebook event for it, I'm pretty sure. I thought there was. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Share. Copy link. Okay. Here you go. I don't know why that didn't work. There you go. Okay. So yes, that is our second to last event for me anyway for this year. It's, like I said, we're just selling from 1 to 5, so it's 4 hours. It's short. This is indoor. It's inside the Rio Town Marketplace, which is in Rio Town here in Lansing. So indoors. It's a nice little space. I've did shows there a lot in the past when I did more like smaller, vendor shows, not art festivals. So I'm excited to be back. I'm keeping it simple. I'm just going to have a table with little boxes of original art and then like some prints, and I might have like one canvas piece I'm bringing. I'm trying to focus on more Halloween type stuff. So yeah, it'll be pretty simple. And then after that, in November, oh boy, come on. There we go. I think it's the 15th. And November 15th. Let's see here. Did I delete that? I had an image for this too. Ah, dang it. Should have done some more pre-production tonight, but oh well, that's what it is. Nope, that's not it. All right, well, I'll just go ahead and do the same thing. Let's grab it off Facebook here. I'm trying to think where that would be. Let's see, go to my, there we go. I'm just looking at stuff here. Okay, so let's try this again. I must have deleted it because I didn't need it anymore. Get this sized before I make it visible. Boom. Okay, so then November 15th, Steph and I have a open studio and end of the season sale at our studio space at Cedar Street Art Collective. I'll also drop the link for that in the chat. Why is that not working? I can't do Apple Paste or Apple V in the chat window here for some reason. I have to, whatever. Anyway. So yeah, there you go. That's our, for me, will be my last event of the year unless something happens in December, but who knows. So yeah, we'll be selling stuff at the studio, Cedar Street Art Collective. I'll have more information the closer we get to that. But also, again, short day 1 to 4. You can come in, look at our studio, see our various studio spaces. We'll have all kinds of art available for sale. Stuff that I didn't even bring to art festivals this year at all because I was focusing on different stuff. So on those older pieces, I'll definitely be offering some deep discounts just to kind of clear some things out. Okay, so let's hide that. All right, and something else, if you're one of my lurker pals, I got a new chat command. You can just do !lurk and it'll let me know you're hanging out and lurking. So go ahead and do that if you want. Some simple interactivity that you can do without, if you don't want to join in on chat or whatever, but it's okay. Let's see, I'm trying to think of anything else coming up I have to talk about. Oh, so I've been doing, if you haven't watched in a while, I've been doing Stardew Valley live streams here on non-Sunday nights with the exception of last Sunday, which was the first one I did, which kind of kicked it off. So I'm trying to reserve Sunday nights for art stuff and then other days in the week for Stardew Valley, just to kind of, keep things separate. And so tomorrow night, Monday, the 20th, I'll be doing another Stardew Valley live stream on here, approximately 7 p.m. So what I'm doing is what's called the JoJo route, where I, not to get too much in the weeds on Stardew Valley stuff for people who don't know or care, there's a big part of Stardew Valley is you can renovate the community center and it unlocks parts of the game and etc. And you can either do that the main way where you complete mini quests, you find items and stuff and all that. Or you can do the other way that I'm doing, which is called the JoJo route, where you just pay for everything and you side with the, you know, evil corporation who is in town, and they replace the community center with a warehouse, and you know, whatever. So it's a, you know, it's an alternate path in the story, which is, it's something I started it once previously, but I don't know if I ever finished the whole thing or whatever. I mean, you're never finished with Stardew Valley. You can play that game forever. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm also doing other stuff where if there's like a negative or a mean response in a chat thing, dialogue, I'll take that with usually hilarious results. And so yeah, so check out my clips here on Twitch, and also my shorts on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. For those who don't know, that's where I'm posting a lot of that short stuff, like a minute, mostly like under a minute, just clips of every episode. So if you like bite-sized stuff, check that out. Please follow me on, or subscribe to my channel on YouTube, because that's where everything ends up regardless, and because not everything stays on Twitch forever. So yeah, so there's that. So that's tomorrow night. I'm toying with maybe Friday nights being my regular, for sure, Stardew day. The only reason I did Monday tomorrow and last week is because my usual Monday night D&D night didn't happen. So I decided to make the most of the night regardless. So I guess I can't lean that way because I'm off camera. But, you know, what are you going to do? So that's where we're at with all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. So Halloween is around the corner. I guess we could draw some funny stuff. I got an idea. We'll do this. Let's make some watercolor. Ooh, what the heck? No. Oh, I must not have selected it. Okay, yeah. There we go. There you go. Let's do this. Let's just, we'll do some silly little watercolor pumpkins. Whatever. Okay. Recent. Is that what that was? Yeah. We'll just draw some funny little jack-o'-lanterns, because why not? We did get pumpkins last week from our local grocery store, and they're on our front porch. I'm waiting for the local squirrels to devour them and make short work of them. As you know, usually happens this time of year. If we carve them, then they definitely get eaten up real fast because they can get right inside. But when we didn't carve them, at least not yet. I'm tempted to go out there with like a Sharpie or something, at least draw faces on them. But even if we leave them whole and don't cut into them, that doesn't stop the squirrels from getting to them eventually. So it's kind of a fun thing to watch. I know our cats enjoy watching it. If you're curious, I'm drawing in Procreate on an iPad. I've had this iPad for about 5 years. I just actually, this past July, upgraded to a new Mac Mini, which is allowing me to do all this stuff. And then this past week, my 10 plus year old Surface Pro 3, like, I don't know if the charger gave out or it stopped charging or whatever, but it was the final push I needed. I mean, I know I can buy another charger for like 20 bucks, and I will, but it was the final push I needed just to like part ways with that. So I ran up to the Apple store and got a brand new MacBook Air, just the basic bare bones one, the 13-inch, because I really just need it for web stuff, because any like streaming, heavy duty video editing or whatever I'm doing on the Mac Mini, and you know, all the drawing stuff I'm obviously doing on the iPad. So, and it's been great. It's nice to fully be back in the Mac ecosystem again. I really only had the Surface because at the time you couldn't draw on iPads, and it was the affordable solution for me for wanting a digital drawing tablet thing that allowed me to draw directly on the screen at the time, like approximately 10 years ago. That's not the case anymore, obviously, because a few years ago I just gave up on that and got this iPad. But I still was using the Surface as like a laptop, just for doing web stuff, like YouTube things or whatever here and there, and minor things that are good to have a little netbook for. But so the good thing is now my Mac Mini, the MacBook Air, and my iPad, they all talk to each other, so that's good too. I didn't have the Surface, or I couldn't really do that I could to some extent do that with the Surface, but there's a lot of different things you had to do, whereas now I could just airdrop stuff between all three of them instantly and it's fine. And they're all using the same operating system. Everything looks the same. I'm not going back between Windows and Apple OS all the time, and just getting the new Mac Mini even back in July just reminded me how much I don't care for Windows. Another reason I had to upgrade or decide to upgrade the MacBook Air was my Surface, the version of Windows on my Surface was so old they weren't going to stop supporting it this month. I'm sure I could have upgraded it somehow, but it was another reason, and it was just getting slow and taking forever to do the web stuff I needed to do, and I've never loved the keyboard and trackpad on that thing, so I had a lot of reasons to just move on, upgrade. It was not necessarily an investment I was looking to make right now, but I don't really regret it because it's already paying dividends. So just for quality of life improvements and that sort of thing. I guess this will be whatever. It'll be a cat, sure. But prior to getting my Surface back in 10 years ago, I was fully Mac. Like right out of college, I had my eMac, and then I upgraded to an iBook in the approximately 2006, 2007, maybe 2005. I can't remember exactly when I got it. And I put a lot of miles on that thing, and it really kind of became my main computer to some extent, even though I still had the eMac. But yeah, I put a lot of miles in that little iBook to the point where actually, like, the hard drive ended up dying. That's like the only or was it the hard, whatever, it had a motherboard issue was what it was. And I ended up just, one of those things where like it's a catastrophic thing where you can't really, like the local Apple shop which wasn't even an Apple store, it was just a mom and pop local business that specialized in Macs and everything. They got to the point that I could at least get it opened and like transfer stuff, but after that it was just not going to go. So I mean, but it had a good run. I got a lot of years out of that, and at least a good 6-7 years, probably at least 5. You know, and that was before, that wasn't the solid state hard drive or anything like that, you know. So whereas like this MacBook Air thing, it's all solid state. I think the Surface was the first solid state anything I had. So welcome to Uncle Dan's Computer Talk. Oh, nuts. I'm doing this on the same layer. Uh-oh. No, dang it. That's a no-no. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do with this watercolor brush. So if you don't know, if you're not a Procreate user, they just did a big update recently, and they completely changed the, I don't know why I'm gesturing the stuff on the iPad with my hand because you can't see it's on camera, but anyway, they've completely redid the library. As you can see here, like this is the default library, and then you can make your own libraries, which is kind of neat. Hey, Zach. That's cool. Thanks for coming, Jam Cats. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate it. Thanks for using my new lurk command. Actually checked out Jam Cat's stream a bit last night. They were playing some Fields of Mystria, which was something I'm interested in playing at some point myself. So, anywho, so get back to this. Let's see what we can do. Some layers is going to show up and all. A little bit. That's underneath it, but that's okay. I did another upgrade I did to my iPad a while back, which is on a previous art stream, which I need to like highlight out and clip out, was I changed the screen protector thing I have on it. And more importantly, I don't know if this will show up, but I did it's a different tip where it's got like a metal tip. It's supposed to sort of mimic like a ballpoint pen, and it's made a difference. I do enjoy it. Just one of those things I just got to put more time in with it. Let's see here. What happens if we do, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, no, that's not what I want. There we go. Duplicate that. And then, so what we're going to do here is let's see what happens when we add a little red to this, yellow. Okay, it's a little, anyway, yeah, so I got a new screen protector thing for my iPad. It's, I should know the name. No, it's just all junk mail I gotta sort through. I can't remember off the top of my head, but whatever. It's I'm digging it. It's nice. It's am I on? Yeah, I'm on the. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. I do like how Procreate does have some really cool watercolor effects. This is a smudge tool. Ooh, that's cool. All right, all right. Neat. I need to play around with this stuff more. Let's see, well, I guess let's do some green here. Oops, I didn't finish some of these guys. All right. Neat. Okay. Yeah, I like how that looks. I'm going to have to play around with these watercolors more. I'm curious how good they would look printed out, though. Yeah. I'd have to do a test on that. So let's do this, go back to recent, dusky, that. As far as spooky movies we've been watching, mainly we've been working our way through the Simpsons Halloween specials, the Tree Houses of Horror. Started with the first one and we got up to number 9 tonight. So that's been fun. We did watch Megan for the first time the other night. That was fun. I mean, I knew how ridiculous it was, you know, sort of going into it, but still kind of surprised me in parts. We immediately watched the trailer for the sequel after finishing it, and I'm like, that looks even crazier. I kind of want to watch it just to see how ridiculous it is, but I'm not in a hurry for that. Steph's the one who's been watching all the spooky stuff and Halloween stuff. I think she watched American Psycho today while I was, you know, taking a nap and whatnot. But I've been playing a lot of Hades too, so that kind of counts as spooky stuff because, you know, it's got the underworld and ghosts and what have you. All right, so let's go back to this. Playing too much Hades 2, honestly. But it's good. It's a good game. I know I've been doing my like overhead camera like down on the like actual like analog art stuff in a while, but I will again at some point. But it's so much easier now with just the iPad now that I got that to work well, and it makes this all a lot easier. But we'll do some analog art again at some other point. But I'm enjoying putting some time in on the iPad just to kind of see what we can do with it. Let's get crazy with some of these colors. Let's see what we can do here. Ugh, I don't know if I like that. I like it here with this like blue with the green for the stems is pretty cool. What layer are we on? Okay, let's go back to that red a bit. But if you're here because you've seen my Stardew stuff, come back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, approximately. I'll be playing Stardew again. Whoop! Nope! 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 I hit eraser instead of smudge. Bravo. The good thing about Stardew is I mean, you can literally play that game forever. Not that I plan on that, but it's an easy game to stream because it's not like a first-person shooter or something where you're constantly like being stuff. It's not like Hades where there's constantly stuff going on, and I can have time to talk. And if you've been watching my clips, there are ample opportunities for hilarity. So that's good. I'm gonna mute the mic here for a second to get a drink of water. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's neat. It's always fun when you take the layers off. See here under painting stuff. So that's without stuff I added, and then there's that's with. Neat. All right, let's see here. There we go. Just put those in a group. All right. Let's see, what should I do now? I don't know what that is. I know, let's do Do a weird little sea monster. Why not? We're just having fun. Okay, let's do this. Lock that. Actually, don't lock it. Unlock. No, that's not what I want. It's not screens. Overlay? It's not overlay. It's multiply. Is it multiply? I can't remember. This may not actually even matter for this. I'm thinking of like old school like Photoshop stuff. Just old habits coming through here. All right, let's paint our little sea monster here. We'll go back to, we'll do some more watercolor. I'm enjoying that. Let's make that bigger. Yeah, that's what I wanted to avoid. It's all right. That's not what I want. There we go. That's a little better. Oops, whatever. We're not going for perfect. Let's see here. I'm gonna make these fins a different color. I don't like that. Let's go for something like this, maybe. Sure, why not? I haven't done stuff with real watercolor in a bit. So this is a nice sort of relaxing thing to do. And I don't have a mess to clean up after. But if you come to our open studio thing next month on the 15th, you can see all my watercolor stuff, all my supplies and watercolor stuff I've made. That's not what I want. That sort of thing. There we go. It's looking a little better. It's too. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is nice. I haven't just kind of played around and painted, for lack of a better thing, and Procreate in a long time. Just something fun and simple like this. Usually if I'm doing something, it's for something or for someone. So it's nice just to kind of play around and not worry about that. Although I should have done some of this stuff on different layers, but whatever. Let's see what I can do with this. That's a little better. Yeah, I really didn't have a plan for tonight, but this actually worked out pretty well. Last time I did drawing Pokemon from memory. Was that last week or 2 weeks? Whatever. Anyway, regardless, it's on my Twitch channel, and it's also on my YouTube channel. I'm Daniel J. Hogan on YouTube over there. Please give me a like and subscribe over on YouTube if you can. It does help. And likewise, if you're watching here on Twitch, give me a follow. That helps a lot too. Much appreciated. Come on. Come on. Should we give him angry eyebrows? Maybe some teeth. We gotta go back to this though for that. If you want a tip about making your monsters kind of interesting, like don't do, yep, exactly. Pack your angry eyes, Goose and Jonesy. Very true. Anyway, don't make your teeth on your creatures like symmetrical or the same. I mean, it's easy to do, you know, stuff like this, and I've definitely done that, but, or whatever. I think more like this is what I'm talking about, like if they're all the same, whereas if you did something like this, and, you know, makes it a little more visually interesting. Okay, we gotta clear out those. Stop it. No, that's not gonna work. I feel like I'm at the, I know how my hygienist feels. Okay. It's a fun little friend. Let's see here. What layer are we on? Let's go back here. Do this. This may not work. Let's see here. There's two ways I could do it. There's a few ways I could do this. Let's do this first. Let's pick like a, right. So we could do this. Drop the opacity. Yeah, and then we just make like a big old. So that's one way you can do that. Obviously we go back and, oops. Delete that. So I did that over this color layer. So it kind of tints the color so it does look like it's, underwater, so its color is a little different. And then we can, so if we did 100% opacity, 100% opacity, then obviously it hides everything. But if we drop it down a little bit, and then we can this is where you can play with like your blending layers and stuff. That's kind of neat. That's kind of cool. Let's make it darker. Boy. So that's normal. Do that for now. That kind of gives it a weird underwater look. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you could do that. You could also do it where it's, behind it. sky. Maybe more like a grayer color. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe he's got a little fish friend. No. Okay. Speaking of little friends, I'm going to take a quick break here, and we're going to have another segment of Drawing with Roy. And we'll be right back. So hold tight and get ready for some more silliness. Hey everybody, it's me, your favorite whatever I am. So let's do some more drawing. It's Halloween soon. Yay, yay. So I'm gonna draw my favorite candy. Oh, that's not right. Jane, stop this crazy thing. There we go. I don't know how it works. Let's see. So I'm going to draw my favorite candy. That's right. Candy corn. I love candy corn. It reminds me of me, sort of. It's misunderstood, only appreciated by a few people, but deep down, it's great. Let's see. I don't really remember what colors candy corn is, so I'm going to figure this out real quick. Let's see, we got some sort of orange here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that. Yep. That's not right. Yeah, there we go. And like a redder thing. Sure. Why not? I guess that's right. I don't know. Looks good to me. Okay, I'll draw one more thing. My other favorite Halloween treat. That's right, pizza. What, you don't have pizza on Halloween? You should. It's so good. Okay, so let's see. There's the pepperoni. Yep. And that's not what I want. Stop it. And there's the there's the cheese. Can't have enough cheese. Let's put some more cheese on there. Yeah, give me that cheese. Even better. Then we need I guess a brown for the crust. Yay, pizza. Okay. That's all I got in me tonight. I'll see you later. Be good and save your candy corn for me. Oh no, the mouse went over to the iPad. This is not what needs to happen. Oh, gee golly. Well, thank you, Roy, for whatever that was. I can see he drew a candy corn of some kind and a pizza with extra cheese. It is what it is, I guess. Oof. Anywho, I think on that note, we're going to call it a night. So I will be back tomorrow night, Monday, October 20th, approximately 7 p.m. So for some more Stardew Valley. I'll be back here next Sunday night, the 26th. Yes, 26th. Another art live stream. Maybe we'll paint more or do some more watercolor doodles in Procreate. That was fun. And maybe Roy will draw something again. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you for watching. We're going to call that good for tonight because my arm is tired and I got the day job in the morning. So thank you for watching.